Hello, everybody. It's me, Mystery Salim McTrigger, and welcome to the second part of the Who Killed Markiplier reaction. This time, we're on chapter. We're going to be doing chapter 3 and 4. After react to both chapters, I will be trying to explain the plot as best I can. Because, like I said before in the first part, this is quite a bit of a confusing plot. And when we just last left off, Abe and the colonel are really arguing because apparently the colonel was doing target practice in the house, and Abe accuses the colonel of shooting at him, and it's a pretty heated argument. And suddenly, a strange woman has burst in, and who is this woman? Well, we're about to find out. Without further ado, let's resume our reaction, shall we?
What are you doing?
Who the hell are you?
Celine, what are you doing here?
Celine, how the hell do you know her?
I'm afraid you've come at a very inopportune time. Something dreadful has happened here.
I can see that, and I'm glad I got here before it got any worse.
This is only the tip of the iceberg, and it's a big iceberg. How can I put this delicately? Mark's fucking dead!
What?
Dead like my hopes and dreams.
Oh, jeez.
And he's a flesh-eating zombie, too.
Homonecrosis.
Exactly. Hence the gun.
That is not hence the gun!
Stop waving those bloody guns around!
Hold on. Tell me what happened. How did Mark die?
It was murder.
Okay, Damien.
And worse yet, the body is missing.
What? Show me. And don't say that word.
What word? Murder?
Yes, that word.
Well, I mean, murder is a rather accurate description of what
Do you not see the lightning?
Strikes every time someone says
Lightning that murdered Mark?
Well, Mother Nature doesn't exactly strike me as having murderous intent. Unless you count that time I was sucked into the board game Jumanji and I was...
Stop! Look, whatever's happening here is tapping into forces far beyond our control.
Perhaps Celine has a better understanding of what is going on than we do.
Murder.
Murdoch?
Okay, nothing that time.
Malarkey.
Nothing.
Marco.
Enough! Look, Mark's death is a
Marco
terrible
and
thing
then he
indeed.
struck.
But I fear that there are forces much darker than anything we've seen here today. I'm well versed in the arcane arts, but if you, untrained and uninitiated, can summon lightning with a mere word, we're all in far graver danger than anything we could ever hope to face alone. We're gonna have to work together if we're gonna survive this.
Celine, what are you proposing?
We need to speak with Mark.
I knew it! He's a flesh-eating zombie!
No.
Well, maybe one of those smart zombies. Homo sapiens zombifus.
No. I need to commune with the dead.
That doesn't sound like a good idea.
Well, it's a good thing I don't need your permission. But you've been awfully quiet through this whole thing.
What are you doing?
With those beady little eyes.
And wearing those rags.
Rags?
Maybe I shouldn't have trusted someone so goddamn gorgeous.
Oh, jeez. Somehow.
Pass.
But I feel like I can trust you. I sense that you have a far greater part to play in all of this.
Jeez.
Will you
Celine
help
has,
me
for that
find
brief
an
moment,
answer?
turned them all on us.
Perfect. Come with me.
All right, that's enough. I'm not just gonna sit around and let you drag my partner off to their very likely death. I won't stand for it!
Well, I trust Celine with all my heart. I see no reason why anyone should doubt her.
Well, I have to agree with our intrepid detective here. Just doesn't seem natural.
I never liked this uptight asshole. He walks around with a stick up his ass. But I think he's right. Something's weird.
If it makes you feel any better, you guys can stand watch outside the door, but my work cannot be interrupted.
Oh, believe you me, I'll be keeping a close eye on every single one of you. Even myself.
Jeez.
Especially myself.
He can hardly trust himself, even. Strange.
Celine, wait.
Yes, Damien?
Are you all right? I know this news can't be settling well with you.
I'm fine for now.
Definitely
But all
wondering,
this talk of the occult, and Mark is dead. Wait.
definitely wondering why Damien and us is very
I
concerned for
just didn't
Celine.
think you were the type to become
They're brother and sister. Okay?
There's more to this world that you could ever hope to imagine. I just had my eyes open to a small portion of it.
Just be careful. You too.
Yes. believes she has a better understanding of of the strange happenings in this house compared to Abe, the chef, the butler,
Could you
and
handle my
Colonel. Okay.
Thank you. Please, have a seat. Now, I'm sure this must be unsettling for you, being thrust into this series of unfortunate events.
Yeah, all I remember was
But
I
promise,
was invited here
with
for
your
a party.
help, I'm going to get to the bottom of this.
Trust you, Celine.
Now, I'm not sure who would want to kill Mark, but something tells me this seemingly significant event is actually a footnote in a much larger mystery unfolding in our midst.
Okay.
I've never been very comfortable in this house, but
I'm not
something
comfortable
tells
here
me
either.
now that my eyes are open, there are dark forces surrounding this manor.
I do believe you're onto something.
Keep your enemies close.
I will not be called a murderer in my own home!
Stop!
And for this time that we got to get to know each other. Far away from the crying out
Past memories of our experience here.
of anyone else.
All these voices. All these events that transpired.
I'm not exactly sure as to what we're supposed to be celebrating. I mean, it's good to have the gang back together. And
Oh, that thing hasn't happened. Not yet, that is.
What happened? Why did you stop? Did you see something? Someone? Draw it.
Oh, we saw someone, all right. Some guy, digging something.
What is this? This doesn't answer anything.
I'm sorry,
You need to
Celine,
go
but-
back. Go back now.
What the shit is this?
Get out. We are not done here.
Celine, I think this is quite enough.
It's enough when I say it's enough.
Come on, partner, let's go. Come on, hurry it up. What did she do to you? What is this? Butler!
What did she do?
Butler!
What?
She made me
What is it?
relive some of
mean
the tragic
anything to you?
events that have happened so far.
Maybe. No, sorry.
Spit it out if you got something.
Well, it could be our groundskeeper George, but he only works on weekdays.
Looks like your friend here may disagree with that notion. Yeah, you.
You seem to be plunging yourself deeper.
Chef, if you know something, for God's sake, spit it out!
Jeez.
Okay, all right, you're twisting my arm. All right. George has been living on the grounds for years.
What?
And you just now thought to share that information with us? For all we know, he could be the murderer!
The last time, stop saying that word.
Look, George just tends to the grounds, man. He's a fucking hermit.
I don't care what the fuck he is!
Look, all this arguing is getting us nowhere. Just go outside and talk to this George and
I
be
very
done
much
with it.
agree
Hold
with
on a second.
Celine.
You're not coming with us?
Dark forces.
I need to
Because
stay here with Celine.
the longer we've been around here, the angrier these guys seem to get
Especially
into.
from you.
Our
and
friend
this
is dead!
This anger does not seem natural at all.
I'm sorry. I just need answers to all of this. I already lost one friend today. I don't want to lose another.
Fine, but I need to stay here.
Fine with me.
Fine, good, yeah, whatever, who cares? All right, you're coming with me. Partner, you too. Hold on a sec. We're missing somebody. Who had eyes on the Colonel?
Well, he appeared tired and went back to his room.
I'm sure he did. And with any luck, he'll stay there. All right, let's roll out. Come on.
Well, I mean, as long as the room is not fucking teleporting everywhere.
Come on!
She's
Lead the way,
Now.
Cookie. Cookie, I'm not your cookie. I spent 3 weeks at culinary school. I earned the right to be called a chef.
I'm very impressed. Just tell us where we're going. Come on, let's go! I think I see him.
Is it George?
Hey, buddy! Hands where I can see him!
George?
Hey, my hands are where they're supposed to be, unless of course you like to dig the hole for yourself. What the hell are you doing here? I'm the groundskeeper. I keep the ground, all right? I'd say look around. The ground is pretty well kept in its place,
I'd say you're doing
right?
good at your job, George.
I'm sorry, man. This dick made me bring him out here.
You shut up! How do you not know about the murders at the house?
Oh my.
How do you not hear that lightning?
Lightning is the sky's business. Look at the ground. When the ground starts shooting up lightning, I'll let you know.
All right then, smartass. Why exactly are you digging that hole? And why shouldn't we suspect you for taking part in the death of your employer?
Employers come and go. Some die, some don't, some are murdered, some are not.
Oh,
It's not my
he
business.
said murdered and lightning.
I'm digging this hole for a burst water pipe, if that's all right with your gracefulness.
Remember
See, I
that
told
for
you,
later. Okay.
George didn't do nothing, man.
See? I just did nothing.
Forgive me for not taking you at face value. But we're all gonna come inside, we're gonna sit down and have a nice, lovely chat, and get to the bottom of this before I lose my mind and start dabbling in murder myself.
Now you listen to me, Sonny. It's been 15 years since I've been in that house. And I'm not about to break that winning streak now. I don't care how many murders
He
there's
says
been.
murder and lightning.
I ain't
Right.
going
Yeah.
near that
Remember
house.
that detail when I talk about this. Yeah.
However, there is one reason, one incident, one manifestation that will get me into that madhouse.
Ooh. Yeah, he doesn't want anything to do with the
better
house.
Pray to God that that reason never comes to pass.
Like a good one, and oh, what is going on?
There's a reason!
Oh God, he's going into the house. Like a bad idea.
Go, go!
Oh, Colonel woke up, huh? Oh.
Somebody help me!
These just took a turn for the spooky. Time to see how it all unravels with the final chapter. Boy.
What the hell's going on? Where's Celine?
She's gone. And so is everyone else.
Wait a minute, where the hell do you think you're going?
Away from here! This place is cursed. If you're half
Cursed,
afraid, we'd
huh?
all do the same.
Don't
Yeah.
walk away from me! Where's Celine? Where's Damien?
I've spent 25 years cooking for these uppity fucks. I'm not about to die for them. I quit, bitch!
Someone has smart to leave.
I know things seem far beyond your control right now, but such that it is for all of us here. I shall take my leave, and I implore you.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of this madhouse.
I won't let my friends die in this godforsaken house. And if you all are too much of a coward to do the same, you had best leave before I kill you myself. Now, you hold on a second, I got more questions. Get your hands off me! What the hell is going on here?
I know he's in pain, and I know you might be too.
There is just
But we need to leave this place.
a madhouse.
There's only death here now.
Only yes, indeed, Mr. Benjamin. But
Hey,
help! Voices are calling to us. Ooh.
Now this evening, it's not all about poker.
We are hearing voices in our heads, voices of the past and present and future.
Can't we resolve this in amicable?
Are we even in reality anymore? It seems.
I'm not just gonna sit around and let you drag my partner up to the very end.
Something is very wrong here. Very wrong. Domain of evil, this house is indeed. Dark forces are everywhere. This is Abe's room, I guess. Seeing with all the paperwork everywhere, I guess it's obvious what this is. Odd, strange things everywhere. You guys want to read what all the stuff? Well, you guys can go ahead and see this video for yourself and pause. I just want to see this to the end.
There you are. I've been meaning to ask you some questions.
What questions, Colonel?
What is this? The detective's been keeping tabs on us.
Because he doesn't trust anyone.
The detective's been keeping tabs on me.
He especially doesn't seem to
And
trust you,
Celine.
Colonel.
He's the one who orchestrated all of this.
Oh, you think all this is his?
He did this.
You think he's the murderer?
Detective! Detective!
He thinks Abe's the murderer.
Where is he?
Yes.
He took them from me. He took my friends from me.
We're seeing a man break down.
Celine, he took Damien. Where is he? Where is he? Detective! Are you hiding him from
I'm
me?
hiding him from me.
Can't hide forever. Get out of my way. Detective!
Oh, there he is.
Better choose your next words carefully, Colonel. My friends get to call me by that name. And you, sir, are no friend of mine.
Oh, you're one to talk about friends, you murderer!
I didn't kill anybody. This is madness.
You wanna talk about madness? Madness is stealing your best friend's wife. Madness is squeezing him for cash to fund your own sick sexual exploits with that very woman.
Shut up!
Madness is plotting the death of your childhood friend because you can't handle the guilt.
Wow. He just straight up murdered me. I guess we tried to take the gun from him, but he shot us. Yeah. Oh, God. It's like more murders have occurred in the house. Oh. Is that Mark's body?
It's not fair.
What? Mark, the hell?
He took everything from us. He trapped us in here with this broken shell and no way out.
It's
Maybe
true. This whole time I thought it was the house, but I never thought he'd follow us.
And we played right into his hands. He'd been planning this for years, and now that son of a bitch is out there walking around in my
Damien,
body.
we can't do this right now. Look, I know you have questions, and I can't answer everything right now. Just know that Mark took everything from us for his twisted quest of vengeance.
Thanks.
But death does not mean the same thing here.
Sounds like something to do with old Colonel. Really Barnum of him.
This doesn't have to be the end. You're trapped in here just the same as us, but your body, broken as it may be, it's still out there.
Mark's not the only one that can use this place to his benefit. The same way that I brought you here is the same way that I can send you back.
But you can't survive on your own. You're dead after all. Our friend the Colonel saw to that.
Shot us.
You can't blame him. Honestly, he's a good man. But he's dangerous now.
Colonel or
I
Mark?
know this all sounds crazy. Honestly, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Don't think anyone does, Damien.
But I know that I trust you.
First you trust your family.
And if you trust us, just let me in. And we can fix this. Together.
Let you in.
I won't force this on you. You have a choice here. Just know that this is the only way that you can escape.
And I don't see myself wanting to be stuck in here, so
Just relax.
I guess
This will work.
we'll let you in.
I promise.
I'll let you guys in. You can have the body. And I guess it worked. We're back. Somewhat. But we'll clearly never be the same again.
Oh, no, it's okay.
Colonel.
I thought you were dead.
Oh boy,
I mean, of course, you're not dead. You're not, how could you be dead? I wouldn't have killed you. I didn't kill you. I mean, of course, of course, I didn't kill anybody. It was all a joke.
Oh boy, he's got it.
Of course, it was all a joke. Were you in on this? Did Damien put you up to this? Of course he did. Damien, where are you, you rapscallion?
He's insane.
Where are you? Celine? Oh, it's time to come out now.
He's got completely.
It was good, You almost had me.
I think we all know who this is. That is Darkiplier, straight up. was the end of Who Killed Markiplier in it. And obviously, it's time for me to try my best to explain the whole story, this whole insane debacle, using the information I found from TV tropes and the Markiplier wiki. Okay, so first of all, the manor itself is connected to a realm known as the Upside Down, which contains all sorts of malevolent entities. As long any place connected to the Upside Down has malevolent entities communicate with the inhabitants of the places, whisper in their ears and communicate, give them horrific ideas. So there is an entity in Mark's house. Basically, the manor itself is the villain of the whole story. The manor itself was connected to the Upside Down, and Mark, as Celine said, was using it to his benefit. It was the manor was whispering to Mark. Now for how this whole thing started was Mark and Celine were happily married, husband and wife, and Damien, and William were all good friends. But then William, aka the Colonel, ran off with Celine. The two had an affair, and Mark was very angry that his wife cheated on him with one of his friends, and he just spent days and possibly years basically just plotting revenge. And the evil entity that from the Upside Down that was connected to the house started to whisper to Mark. It gave him the idea of vengeance, the idea of getting revenge on the Colonel, and Mark believed said idea to be his own. So Mark invites Damien, William, and us, and Abe, us, the district attorney, to his house. He disguises it. He says it's a good night with old friends, to celebration of something. He never says what, but it's really just a ploy. Was his plan for revenge on the Colonel. Mark could use the Upside Down to his benefit. Death isn't the same in the Upside Down, as Celine says. Mark could never could actually kill himself. He actually faked his death. He never was really dead. He faked his death. His intention was to frame the Colonel, so he can then have the Colonel killed and steal the Colonel's body and then leave, so that the Colonel would be trapped in the Upside Down forever as revenge for the Colonel stealing Celine from him. But things didn't go as planned. And the body disappearing was Mark taking his body to the Upside Down, the intention of it being a broken shell that no one could be ever use if they too got to access the Upside Down. So things didn't go as planned because the Colonel managed to avoid getting his body taken from him by Mark, and instead Mark got Damien killed, and he took Damien's body instead, and thus he left Damien trapped in the Upside Down. But so no one would suspect anything. He was doing some very convincing acting as Damien. But then Celine came, and that's when Mark pretty much could see that things were really going to fall apart, because he never invited Celine. He was still quite angry on her for cheating on him, and she came. She was aware of the dark force of the evil entity in the house, and he really wanted to stop that. And so the entity went on to possess Celine, and the entity itself in the manor is pretty much brings out the worst in people, corrupts them, brings out the negative aspects in them, which is why they start to everyone in the house, Abe, the butler, the chef. Everybody started to act really starting to get slowly angrier and angrier, and start to yell at each other. And that's why every time they said murder, lightning would strike. But George, on the other hand, the groundskeeper, since he never actually went inside the house, he was never corrupted by the evil entity inside. That's whenever he said murder, lightning did not strike, because he was never corrupted by the house. But the entity corrupted Celine and took her body, and thus sent her to the Upside Down with Damien. And after that, it went. And once the Colonel sees sees the detective's room, he believes Abe just staged everything that just happened. And thus he goes to try and kill Abe. And he shoots Abe, and then he kills us. He kills the district attorney. And thus we, the district attorney, are now also in the Upside Down. It's us, Damien, and Celine. All of our souls stuck at the Upside Down with Mark's shell of a body. And Mark is out there in Damien's body. He's taking Damien's body so he can leave, and because that was really the entity wanted a body so it could escape the house. He never really wanted Mark to his plan to actually succeed properly. So then Damien and Celine promised that there still could be a chance to fix everything as long as we let them in. So we gave our body up to Damien and Celine. But as a result, the district attorney is corrupted. Her body now has the negative aspects of both Damien and Celine combined with the evil entity of the house, thus forming Darkiplier. And since we got revived right in front of the Colonel, he just believes everything to be a huge joke because he's completely lost his sanity by that point. He just believes everything to be a joke. And he just broke. From that day forward, he was never himself again. He was completely insane. He was killing people left and right, but he believed it all to just be a joke and that they'd all come back. And thus, he became Warfstache. And I'm pretty sure you would have noticed it. He sounded like Warfstache. That was a hint. Yeah, he became Warfstache, and Damien and Selena, the evil entity in the house and the district attorney's body, becomes Darkiplier. And so yeah, so this story basically was just the origin of Darkiplier and Warfstache at the same time. But yeah, this it's a very complicated and also it can easily be insane and confusing story. And pretty much the best I could explain it. If you want to try to explain it, see it for yourself, then just go ahead. I recommend you check Darkiplier's page on the Markiplier Weekend. It's basically the same as what I just described. But anyway, that does it for part 2 of the Who Killed Markiplier reaction trilogy. Next up, we'll have to react to Damien and Wilford Mother-Loving Warfstache, the 2 sequels to Who Killed Markiplier, which detail what happened to the other characters after the events of Who Killed Markiplier. That's it for today's video, so thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Farewell.